Hello, everyone. This is Tina with Tia's Treasures. I have Simon Says Stamps July Kit of the Month for you. And today I'm going to make 3 cards. So, starting out, I'm going to show you their mesh bag that came with the kit. Now, you might be thinking, what's the difference between this mesh bag and Pink and Main's mesh bag? Well, Simon's is a little bit bigger, as you can see, which makes putting a whole piece of cardstock in it much easier. Now, with the Pink and Main's, you probably could bow that cardstock to get it to fit, or cut it in half like I normally do. But with the Simon Says Stamps mesh bag, it fits right in there perfectly. You could probably put a whole lot of cardstock in. The mesh is similar. Now, the card kit also came with these tape runners with 2 additional refills. So you get like three whole tape spools. So for this first card, I'm using a black card base, and I'm putting in a white piece of cardstock so we can write our sentiment. And I'm going to be taking the stamp set, and I'm going to be laying the long stamp that came with it, and I'm going to be laying that diagonally on my card front. So I've got this piece of pattern paper that's kind of a tone-on-tone black diagonal check that I cut out to 4 and 5 1/4. And I'm lining up the stamps on it. And as you can see, I actually remembered to use my little static bag for once. And I'm bringing in my MISTI. I don't know why my MISTI is so much filthier than everybody else's. I mean, I clean it, and it still always looks pretty ratty. So anyway, I am taping down my pattern paper here because I find sometimes that works a little better than the magnets to hold the piece in place. And you're going to see I'm going to put that stamp diagonally there, and I'm going to put the little thank you stamp right there in the corner as well, because we're going to heat emboss that with some gold embossing powder. Now, it just really doesn't need anything else. You don't need to color these. These stamps are great in black and white or embossed in any color that you want. I suppose you could go in there and try to put a little color in there, but for the most part, these stamps, like the leaves, are solid, and so I don't see how you would do a whole lot of coloring. You get a little bit of color in there, it'd probably look really nice. So I've got that stamped out with my VersaFine, and you're going to see me now go for the heat embossing, which always takes me a little bit, and I end up burning my fingers. I keep meaning one of these days to get like a clothespin or something so I don't have to hold on to the paper. But as of right now, I don't have one. And I find if you put the paper down on your glass mat and then go to emboss it, it takes a lot longer. I think that glass I don't know what's going on with the heat, but I find that if you actually pick up the pattern paper or whatever it is you're embossing, it tends to go a little bit quicker. So I've got that all embossed, and I think it's just turned out beautifully. And now I'm taking a piece of fun foam and I'm going to pop up that panel. And I've got adhesive on the one side of it and the other side is not. So I'm going to take my tape runner, and you're going to see me, oh, excuse me. You're going to see me putting that on the back, getting that all lined up. And then I look at my card and I'm thinking, it needs a little something, even with all that gold shine. I think I'm going to pull in the sequins that came with the kit, and I'm going to put a few of those on. So I don't have any room in my upper right corner like I normally like putting, so I get a little adventurous, and I'm putting the sequins scattered all over the card. I used my little glue dots here for those, which, because the sequins were big enough, I was able to get away with using the glue dots. I was trying not to use any liquid adhesive because I've got like 3, 4 bottles of liquid adhesive, and every single one of them are being kind of ornery with me right now. They don't want to flow and they keep getting stuck. And I think I'm going to have to buy some of that Barely Art glue right now. But I have so much other glue, it's kind of hard to justify the cost. So I don't know. I might just have to take all the lids and run them all under hot water and see if that'll help, which probably will. If not, then I guess the common denominator would be me, which I find on a lot of this adhesive. I think I'm the one who's messing it up. It's all fine. I had a sequin there that was kind of scraggly, so I pulled it off and ended up putting another one in its place. And here we go. And I believe this card is done. It's just I like that tone on tone with the black on the black. I just think that turned out really elegant looking. So for this next card, I'm taking a piece of the pattern paper with the different rose colors and the pinks and the whites and the blacks, and I am putting that kind of at a diagonal on the card. Well, I end up right here, you're watching me, I'm cutting that off a little bit. I probably could have cut a little bit more of it off, and I'm going to glue that right on there. Kind of reminds me of a K when you look at the pink cardstock a bit. So I got that all taped up, and I put that on my little piece of pink cardstock that came with the kit as well. And now I'm going to flip it over, and I start by using my scissors. Now, I see people all the time, card makers, who use their scissors and just, boom, they can cut these out with no problem. Just that little bit, and I was struggling, and I'm like, nope, just nope that out of there. And I'm like, I'm going to use my guillotine. And so I got that all cut out. You didn't want to watch me do that. You know how to cut out paper. And now I'm just deciding which direction to put that in. And I go back to my original, and I'm going to put the little stamp that says Hugs right here in the corner. And again, I remember my static bag, which is just for me, that's batting 1,000 because I always forget to use it. And I'm going to use my magnets this time because I have plenty of room. They're not going to hit anything. And we ink that up again with some Versamark clear ink. Get that all nice and stamped down. And I'm going to be using some Simon Says stamp, some rose gold embossing powder. I suppose it could be salmon if it was a bit lighter, but no, it's rose gold, and it's really dark. It doesn't look that rose goldy to me, but it does have a metallic shine when you kind of put it to the light. Now, straight on, it just looks kind of like red, which I thought it would match these roses really nice, and it really does, I think, in the end. Again, I don't know where they get rose gold because I've got rose gold here in my crafting room, and it does not look like this color, but this color is still really pretty. It's not to detract from it. So I get that all heat embossed, and get that. I love that time when you're heat embossing and all of a sudden it goes nice and shiny. Now, as I was heat embossing, one of the pieces of emboss, what would you call that? The embossing material kind of flew off by my S there and gave me a big spot. And I tried to fix that, and it's just I've got a spot now by my S. But I'm going to make this work. And so I put this card front on my card base, my white card base. These are all A2 cards. And in order to fix that little piece of embossing powder that's out in La La Land next to my S, I put a sequin right on it. That wasn't my original plan, but we make do. And now I am putting a few more sequins on here, and I'm finding out where I want to put them first. The last card I just put my little glue dots down first. This one I'm putting the sequins down first. And then I'm going to be moving them out of the way and putting the glue dots in their place. So I hope everybody's having a nice weekend. It's the day before the 4th of July. I don't have a whole lot of plans. I think my kids are coming over to use the pool, and they're bringing their own food, so it's kind of like their thing. My husband's working. I'm just going to be home chilling, but it should be nice to see them either way. I'm not sure if they're all coming because they're kind of, I said, if you want to come over, come on. If not, that's fine too. They're going to be having fireworks real close to my house for the first time ever. They've moved it from their old location, so that's going to be wonderful just to be able to be in my backyard and see all the fireworks. We'll see how it turns out. Now, my dogs aren't going to be too happy with it. They're probably going to be freaking the poor little things, so I might have to be in the house and missing it all anyway. It all depends. My husband will be home by then, so maybe, we'll take turns going outside, unless they're really freaking out, in which case I'll just take them up to the bedroom with the white noise and the fan up there. So we'll see. They're kind of, they feed off each other. One will be fine, and then the other one will get upset. And then the first one gets upset because the second one's upset, and it's a whole thing. So this third card here, I took the embossing folder that came with the kit, and I ran through a piece of gray cardstock that also came with the kit, and I got this lovely floral pattern on it, and I'm going to be using that. Now, when I put my embossing folder through my Gemini, it kept getting stuck in there, even though I had the correct sandwich for the 3D embossing folder. So I don't know what's going on. I had to drag out my Big Shot, and I'm going to have to play with sandwiches a bit more. So anyhow, I've got this piece of patterned paper and a round 2.5 inch circle that I used a hole punch for. And I'm going to be lining that all up on my card. As you can see, I'm kind of taping this down. And this is where I start having some issues with this Simon Says tape runner. And so it can only be me. I can't keep breaking tape runners. And for some reason, tape runners like this never want to work for me too well. So I do manage to get enough tape down, and I put that piece of pattern paper on the gray embossed card front. And I'm going to take these puffy stickers that came with the kit from Pink Fresh, and I'm going to just put the word hello right there on that circle. And I just really like the way the hello in white looks against the black. So I'm lining up my T-square just so I can make sure I get all these letters straight. And I start with the center L. And now I'm going to be putting the other letters down there, making sure that I have everything straight and my kerning is right. I love that word kerning. I learned that like a few years ago, and now it's like, ooh, makes me sound smart. Kerning. All it means is getting your letters equally spaced in the right way for the font you're using, basically. So here I probably should have put the O on first instead of just leaving y'all with a dirty word while I got the O out. So I get my hello there on my little circle, and I'm looking at it, and I start to put tape on it, still having trouble with this tape runner. And I end up putting it off to the side because I decide that what would really look great would be some Love from Lizzie peel-ons. Peel-offs? I think, yeah, peel-offs they're called, right on this card to break up the pattern paper from the cardstock. So I kind of mess with that a little bit and get these straight on there. These peel-offs really look nice when you don't want to use cardstock as a frame. And now, because I know I've got that circle going right there in the center, I'm able to use a few of the peel-off scraps and put them right down with the gap in the middle, because the circle is going to be going right over it. So we get that other piece kind of up and cut that down. Come on now. There we go. I don't know how a lot of these card makers who do the voiceovers just do it so seamlessly. Mine, I kind of, it fits and starts. It's like I talk about the cards, and then sometimes I'll go off on a little bit of a tangent, and then it's like, ooh, wait, where are we on this card? It's like, oh, okay, I see where we're at, and I have to kind of explain what I'm doing. So we're going to put that hello right there off to the side. And I just think that's just lovely, but it does need a few sequins right below the hello, I think, because the hello or the word punch is a little, the word punch, no, the circle punch is a little big for the hello on the bottom there. And so I put a few sequins down just underneath the hello. And I did end up having to use some liquid glue for those because I used a couple small sequins that were too big for the glue dots. And I struggled with the glue for a bit, but I got it to work finally in the end. So these are my 3 cards. Oh, I'm not done. See, I told you I go on a little bit of a tangent. I miss what I'm doing. So I'm getting that taped up and using my my tape runner gun, whatever you call it. And that always works for me, no problems. So I put it on my card base, and that's card 3, or in this case, 1, 2, and 3, my 3 cards. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give me a thumbs up. I know I can be tedious at times. Thanks all.